Hi, my name is Rusoun Belue, and I'm going to show you how to make an Akuobo doll inspired by the people of Ghana in West Africa. This style of Akuobo doll will use a paper towel roll, a toilet paper roll, So once you have your items, go ahead and begin experimenting making your doll. You can also watch me first to see how I make my doll. I'll make a couple of variations so you can see what they look like. And so for the arms, you want to take the toilet paper roll and you're going to cut it in half. And then you want to cut little flaps on your toilet paper roll. That's what you're going to use to glue down your arms. These are going to be arms. Let's try going about halfway up on your tube. So that makes your flaps long and hopefully they'll stick to your paper towel roll. Okay, so then when you're done, you fold them back and then it looks like that. So then you want to glue the arm to your paper towel roll. And you want to do that for each side. So then you want to put glue on each kind of petal. Press down on your flaps so that the glue will stick. And I put a generous amount of glue on there. Okay, so you kind of let that dry. Set that aside. So that way it'll dry. Okay, so I'm going to continue cutting my other one about halfway up. You want to put glue on each flap. And then you glue the other side. So you try to put it across from the other arm. If it's not perfect, don't worry about it. This is your statue. You make it however you want. I didn't put enough glue. Like I said, you want to make sure you use a generous amount. Use a lot of glue. This could get messy. That's why you want to make sure that you use a tablecloth. Okay, so a lot of glue. And then once you start gluing, just make sure you kind of hold them down, your flaps down for a little while, so that way it sticks to your paper towel roll. Okay, so the arms protrude out at 90-degree angles, roughly. Okay, so you want to put the body aside to let that dry while you work on the head. Okay, like I said, you can use something circular that's already circular for you. So you can trace a CD. If you do trace a CD, make sure it's one you get your parents or an adult's permission if it's not yours. You don't want to ruin it because you can put glue on it, or this is an art project, so sometimes we get a little messy while we're creating. You can also use something that's circular. You're just going to trace around it. Anything that you have, okay? So, as I said, the best thing to use is a cardboard box. Now, you don't want to use a thick box. You want to use like a food box. This is a pasta box, macaroni and cheese box. If you have construction paper, you can use that. But the boxes work a little better because they're thicker. Okay, so first thing you want to do is open up the box. So I've already kind of started working on opening it up. Usually there's creases that you can use. If not, then take your scissors. Here's a crease. That's kind of hard. It's best to take your scissors and kind of cut it open. And if you need help, ask an adult or an older sibling or cousin or relative or friend. Okay, so you want to make sure that whatever circular item you use will fit your box. Okay, so this fits pretty well, so I can trace that. The tape fits well too, they're about the same size. Okay, so I'm going to use this, trace around it. You can use a pen, pencil, crayon. Okay. Then you want to cut out your circle. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm cutting out the circle. Okay, so I cut out my circle. So this will be the front part of your statue. If you want, you can cut out another one, and then you have two, and you can glue those together, so then you have a front and a back. That's a good idea, so let's do that. So I'm going to use the macaroni box for my next circle. What you want to do is glue the two together. So when you glue them together, now they're going to look so bad. Okay. So this time I'm going to use a glue stick. And just like with the liquid glue, you want to make sure that you use a lot. Be generous. Okay, one thing about stick glue is that if you rub your hands together, with the liquid glue too, but if you rub your hands together, you get that glue off. And then if you rub your item before it dries, you can get the glue off the item. Okay, so for my larger head, this time I'm going to use masking tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece off, and then I'm going to roll the tape. So you make it like a little roll like this. Then you stick it along the edges. Okay, so once you've put tape along the edges, I also put a piece in the middle here. Kind of keep it, nice and smushed in the middle, nice and together in the middle. And then you just push them together, push your two pieces together. Okay, so once you do that, you have a nice head. Once you're finished gluing the two circles together for the head, you want to create eyes, nose, mouth, eyebrows if you like, create the face. Give it hair if you want. Okay, now I'm ready to make my face. I have these popsicle sticks, so I'm thinking what I'll do with the popsicle sticks is use that for the nose. Okay? Is to break the popsicle stick in half. If you do that, be careful of the jagged edges. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick to get rid of the jagged edges. Okay, if you have an emery board or a fingernail file, you can use that. What you want to do, you want to put the fingernail file on the table. Again, you take the jagged edge, if you can pull back as much as you can. It's best to get an adult to do this for you. And then you just want to rub it back and forth. That kind of files down the rugged edges for you. So you see that's nice and smooth now. And now you can use that for your nose. Okay. That'll look good. I like to place my facial features on kind of like as I go so I can see what it looks like, see if that's really what I want to do. If I decide not to do it, you haven't glued it down yet, so it's easy to remove it and then put something else down instead. So I think that looks good. My eyes are fairly the same size. Now a lot of times the mouth on an Ashanti doll is kind of round. So I could make it round like that. I think I will. That looks good. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I like it so far. Okay. Okay, that's with the corn. Okay, there we go. All right. Let that sit out some. Okay, so we have the eyes, we have nose, we have mouth, right? Gotta let that corn dry. Okay, so now the tough part. We have to put the head, attach the head to the body. So we need to glue him, tape him like that. You can do it far down or up high, however long you want the neck to be. And if you see some photos, you'll see in the photos that a lot of times the neck are long. So, you can stretch the neck out if you want. Or you can make it short. It's yours. You do it how you would like. So since he's heavy, I'm going to make his neck kind of short. He's going to probably be top heavy. Press that down for a little while. Okay, so I lay it down. I can put my glue in, my glue stick, and kind of give it some weight while it dries. So you want to keep that face down. Make some room. As that is drying, we can create some adornments to go on our statues. So if you take a look at some of the pictures of adornments, a lot of times they'll have earrings, they'll have a necklace or a belt. So you can create something like that if you like. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so with that you can use some yarn. You could use some of your pasta. If you have beads, you can use beads. You want to create earrings, you can use some of the popsicle sticks. So you could take a popsicle stick like this, or this popsicle stick. And we want, okay, so the popsicle sticks you do want to break in half. So I tried to make my popsicle sticks relatively even. You don't have to. So you can file it to make it smooth. Don't have splinters. So I want to add some color. And then you want to take this and you want to wrap it around your popsicle stick. You can glue it. Put some glue on this popsicle stick. Just want to put the glue on one side. Okay, the best thing to do is to put that little piece kind of up. I don't know if you can see that or not. In the middle there. And then you want to wrap the yarn around it. Like that. Okay. And you just keep going. You can add different colors if you want. If you want to put some beads on it, you can put beads on it. So if I'm going to make a dangle, I want to create a loop. Create that loop like that. So that's your earring. I'll put a little extra glue over the top just so that when that dries, it will stay down. It'll stick to each other. Okay, so we want to let that dry. Put it up to the side, let it dry while you create your other one. For this one, because we use tape, you can put the earrings right inside the gap. then you don't have to worry so much if you want earrings. Like I said, this is my template, so I know that I want it to kind of droop down some. So I'm hoping this is long enough. Okay, so that's my string. I'm going to use beads. Okay, so you're going to create a pedestal. So you need something to put her on, okay? This makes a really sturdy base. So that's one reason why I want to use that one, especially since she's top heavy. Or Kool-Aid Jello, I think it is. So you can use this as well. So, but you want to create a base if you're making a statue, because for statues, you know, statues stand still. So you want to be able to, you know, put it on your dresser or on your tabletop, wherever you like to put it, on a shelf. That's for your statue. If you're creating a doll, actually, you can. This is fine because you don't need a pedestal. Dolls you carry around with you, you hold. For the Ashanti people, they would tie it up on their backs and carry it like a baby. Okay, so you can do any of that. But if you want to make if you definitely wanted to make a statue, you would put a little base on it. Traditional dolls, they do have bases on them because a lot of them were heirlooms. So if you want to pass it down from generation to generation, and you had a base on it, you can set it, you know, aside, set it aside until it was time to pass it on to your daughter. So a base is always good. It's up to you. So you want to cut about 1 inch around. Okay, so you want to go around and make some lines of 1 inch. You need someone to help you. They can hold your statue or Ashanti doll. Okay, so once you've drawn your lines, as you can see, you can spread them out about another inch apart. So you want to start cutting those. And just like we did before, you want to fold the bottom back. So then you have flaps. And then you want to glue those to the bottom, so then that becomes your base. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on my flaps. Remember, you want to be kind of generous with your glue on this project. Make sure you have a tablecloth or newspaper or something that you put down on your workspace. Okay, so there you go. Now maybe this is my decorative base. Okay, one of the things I'm doing to make sure that she kind of sticks is I'm gluing, keep adding a little bit of glue as it starts to dry, and I'm just rubbing it down. So if it starts to stick back up again, okay, let me show you this. So this is a little messy, but what I'm doing is, as I rub it down, I put glue on top, and then I just rub it down. So there's glue on the cup, and then I put glue on the flap, on top of the flap, to kind of rub it down some. It's kind of, if you've ever worked with decoupage, where you put the decoupage on the outside, kind of like that concept. Or if you've done paper mache, where the paper mache is wet, so then when it dries, it sticks. Kind of like that too. So I put glue right there. Now I put it underneath, and I'm rubbing it down. And you want to also kind of hold it as you go, so that it sticks. Okay, so you hold it, let it dry. I do want to finish my adornment. So I have the necklace. And I'm basically just going to tie it into a knot. I want it to hang down a little bit. Then I want to attach my earrings. Okay, so you just glue those on. And you can either glue them in the front like this, or you can glue them in the back like this. So I'm going to glue those down. And I'm going to give her some hair. So you want to create a hairline with the glue. That's what I did there. And then you want to just put your pieces on. So I'm doing that. Like that. So I'm just going to do that with all the different colors. Let's see how I like it. I'm just making hair with my yarn. So I'm just cutting pieces about 3 inches. These are the 3 Akuaba statues that I created. As you can see, they're each a little different, and I made some adornments on them all. Also, on this one, I made some tribal markings. I hope you had fun today making your Akuaba statue inspired by the Ashanti people. Enjoy the rest of the festival.